let's assume you've already logged into WordPress and you're in your dashboard. So this is ours from A Nation of Moms. And you'll go down here under Posts. There's a little section that says Add New, and that's where you would click. And it comes up to this page right here that you're viewing, and you would add a title. So we're just going to say this is sample. That's the title. And down here is where you would add the body of your post. You could type it in under Visual if you see this tab right here, and that's what most people would be working with. But if you do have HTML code that you can just copy and paste over, you would go over to this tab and you would copy and paste your HTML code here. But for our purposes, we're going to be working with Visual. The other thing you want to make sure that you do is, if you notice this little icon right here, it says Show Hide Kitchen Sink. If I click on it, it hides all of the other formatting options, but you want to make sure that you have that turned on, that feature turned on, because it gives you a little bit of extra options that you can work with. So you can start typing your text and say, here is my text. And you can type as much or as little as you want. Now, I know I talked about this in my introductory post, and it's one of the things that we're going to talk about, and we're not going to go through all of the options on this this menu up here. We're just going to go through a couple of them. You can fiddle around with the other ones if you like, but one of the things that I'm going to show you is the Insert More tag option. And you can do this to create teaser excerpts for your post rather than showing the entire post on your home page. And I know that some people like to show the whole page, and there are some advantages to show the whole post, but some people, like me, just like an excerpt. That way readers can click on only the posts that they want to read, and there are actually various ways of doing this, but this is one of the ways that you can do this, is by clicking on this Insert More tag, and it kind of creates a cutoff point. And if people want to read more than here's my text, then they can click on More to read it, and then you can put the rest of your text below it. More text is here. My particular theme that I have chosen for WordPress has that particular option already. So if you look at A Nation of Moms, you can actually go to your post, your homepage right here. I'm going to open it up in another tab so you can see what I mean. If you look here, I have just little excerpts of posts. And that's the way I like to see it, so that I can actually fit more on there. But you may want to just do that on your own and not worry about excerpts at all. The other thing that I actually wanted to show you is quotes. See these block quotes? There's this little icon right here. It says block quote. I do this a lot when when there's a specific quote that comes from, like if I'm doing a product review and there's a specific quote that I'm dealing with from the actual brand's website, I will put it in quotations. Sometimes I want to distinguish one part of the post from another, and I will also put those in block quotes. And it'll look like this, and I'll show you. I'll put this in block quotes. And you can click on preview right here so you could see what it looks like before it posts. And you will see that this section of it is under block quotes. It says more text is here. So it kind of distinguishes it from the rest of my text. And I like seeing that at times. There are times to use that. So I wanted to kind of show that to you here. And for those of you that don't know at all anything about what HTML looks like, which I would assume that some people do, at least know what it looks like, you can click at any time during your writing of your post. You can click on HTML and you can kind of look and see all of this stuff that we have here. And we will go over a minor tweaking of HTML later in later posts. but we're not going to do that here. The other thing that we wanted to do is, wanted to show you this, is the publishing, this area right here, publish area. You can actually change all kinds of things. Of course, the most important one is to save your draft and to publish it. You can also move it to the trash, but you can schedule when you want to post your, publish your post. You can do it in the future. You can do it as far in advance in the future as you want, and you can even set the time, and you can set the status. Although I really don't fiddle around much with the status, but you can change it to pending review, draft, or even published once it's published. And the visibility, this is another one you can do. Honestly, I don't use this either, but you can set your post, your particular post, to be public, private, or even password protected. And this part right here is to make this post sticky on the front page. Sticky just means that the post will remain at the top spot no matter how many other posts you may write or publish after this particular post. And this one will just remain as the most recent. And there are some times that you might want to do this. So for blogging purposes, if you have a giveaway event that's going on, we know we have one, Blogmania, that's coming up in October, and if you want to keep that particular post at the top so that readers see it first when they enter your homepage, you would make it sticky. You can always go back and make the post unsticky when you're done with that post, so that's not a big deal. We're not going to make this post sticky. We're not even going to publish this post, but if you look down here, and we'll go over categories and tags later, but these are the categories that we have on A Nation of Moms. And if you are the main administrator of the website, you can add a new category. I know if you have other people that use your particular blog on WordPress, like we do, because we have several authors, I have made them authors, and they cannot add a new category. There's a lot of restrictions that they have on their view of their dashboard, but we can go through that on another post as well. So you can go here and you can add things like, well, let's say this is a guest post. This is somebody else that has written this post, and I'm going to click on guest, and it's about baby food, for instance. And down here we can add tags. We can say it's about baby food, and if you want to say it's about something other than baby food, you want to be more specific, because this is the area that you would be more specific in with tags, you can write, oh, it's about spinach, and then you can add that, separate the tags with a comma. It even says it right there, separate tags with commas, and you can choose from the most used tags as well. Down here, featured image. Some of you, it depends on your particular theme, how you chose to set it up, but I do have a featured image, and I will show you what that is. It's these little thumbnail images in the front. Those are called my featured images. Those I can set here, or I can actually set up here when uploading a picture, which I will show you in the next video. If you ever need help to see what WordPress has to offer on that particular subject matter that you need help with, you can always go up here. There's a little help button, and click on it, and you can read what they have to say right here. And for more information, you can actually go to documentation on it and the support forums, which have proven to be very helpful at times when you need it. And then you can exit out of that help. There's also another little button called Screen Options that you can, it shows you what it's showing on this particular screen, and you can select or deselect anything that you don't want to see or want to see. I have, and that's where all of this comes in, I have a bunch of things down here. And it can show some of these things are not going to be relevant to you, but like this is something I actually use a lot. There's a featured gallery right here on my front page. Has featured content. I don't know if you've ever scrolled through there, but it's our most recent featured articles. And I choose those articles and the pictures that go on there right here. So if this is a particular post that I want to show the picture, I would go here and I would click on article image, and I would actually put the URL of the actual picture that we've uploaded that I want to use. Right now I haven't uploaded any photos for this, so there aren't anything that I wanted, there isn't any photo that I would want to put in here. But that's where you would put that. Then you click add custom field. Another thing that you can do here, and there's also another screen that I will show you that you can do this exact same thing, is you can allow or not allow comments and select or deselect the allow trackbacks and pingbacks on this page. So you can set if you want comments and trackbacks and pingbacks on this particular post or not. And you can also change the slug of this particular post. We can name it sample for now, and that's what I'll show you about the slug in a minute. And you can actually change the author. This also won't pertain to you if you don't have multiple authors, but like I said before, this was supposed to be a guest post, a pretend guest post, so I'm changing it to guest. That's who the author is. And then article template, which we'll go over in another post as well. You can change the article template here, but you need to do this before you write anything. And I will show you that if I can erase this. Go down here and click on, let's say that Valerie wrote this. So then I can go up here, and there's my picture and my signature, and that's what I have already created on a template. So then I can write whatever I want to write before this. Here is my text, and that could be my text.